Spirit is saying, let me remind you what you've grown from. Let me remind you, because you've done some great work on yourself. Let me remind you what you've grown from. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. So this message just came to me about whether someone's on the same page with you or not, and what you've gone through to get to that point to where you recognize when someone is not on the same page with you, and then you act accordingly instead of trying to stick around for an extended period of time when you know it's already done and you still try. Okay, so this is a situation that many of you have gone through, where you were in a situation, you knew that there was something off about it, it just wasn't working. However, you just felt so optimistic that you're like, you know what, let's just try. Let's just make it work. Let's just do the thing. And then you realize after many tries, that thing ain't working. That thing ain't thinging. Okay? So you got tired, you got fed up. Yeah. I'm hearing R. Kelly. When a woman's fed up. But it's a man too. Men get fed up. Women get fed up. Everybody get fed up sometime. Right? And this is the energy that I'm picking up on right now. And it's like, what I'm getting is two people communicating with one another, but they're not on the same page. It's like the frequencies have shifted so much that you're talking one conversation that's speaking growth, and the other one is speaking in a lower frequency. So no matter how close you are to each other in proximity, no matter how calm you might try to be to make sure that you're not speaking too fast, to make sure that they hear you, they still don't get it. They still can't hear you. Isn't that amazing how you could be talking to someone and you could be on two different pages? Have you guys ever experienced that before? Of course you have. That's why I'm getting this missed message. I said this missed message. Why is it missed? Maybe it's just missed because it's something that Spirit wants to make sure you don't miss. A missed message. It's the way this message came to me is just very random, and I just heard not on the same page. And now I'm letting the message flow to me, but it said missed message, as if this is something that, or as in, this is something that Spirit wants you to pay attention to, because it's highlighting your growth. Messages that I receive from Spirit don't just come for no reason. They come because there's many of you that have experienced this. It's just that with this particular message, Spirit is saying that this was a missed message for you, because it's something that you did a good job in. It's something that you excelled in this area, but you didn't realize you did. You missed it. You missed this memo. However, this is bringing it back up to remind you of how much you've grown, because when you see your growth, it motivates you to do more, to do better, or it motivates you to keep going, really. Okay, because if you notice people that don't do much of anything, those are the individuals that feel the worst. So seeing progress is actually useful to you. Seeing progress in your life, it shows that you are growing and that you are changing. We're in a changing environment, so if we don't change as well, no matter if you recognize it or not, you will feel insignificant. The more your environment changes around you and you don't change, it can make you feel insignificant. So Spirit is trying to make sure that you see the significance within you. Okay. Yes. So this is why this topic is coming up, because it's to highlight and for you to remember when you had a disagreement or an argument with someone and you were on two different pages and you knew what you were saying. And you also were just trying to get your point across, trying to really dive deeper into the issue to resolve it. Yet this person, they couldn't ever reach you where you were at. They would either be stuck in the past or stuck on their perspective, not willing to hear what you were saying, even if you began speaking first. They could never acknowledge what you were saying in that moment. They would always revert back to something else that leads to digging a deeper hole into moving away from resolving the problem to finding a solution. They would keep on moving away from it and dig a deeper hole into, it's like expanding the problem instead of eliminating it. This right here is one of the things that made you completely separate from these individuals. And this could be an ex, this could be a family member, this could be a friend, this could be a colleague even. It could be anyone. However, this is to highlight your growth, because you know what you were saying. You know that your intentions were pure. You know that you just wanted that person to understand what you were saying and at least have a response to acknowledge, so that you hear their perspective, because maybe there was some type of misalignment within the communication. So you were trying to get it right. This person kept on going to a place that had nothing to do with resolving the problem. That's when you knew, oh, I can't even talk to you because you can't even get to a place with me. So what am I doing here? Why am I talking to you? Right? So this is the energy that I'm feeling from this message. It's like you realized, I can't transcend this problem with you because you're stuck. You realize that this person was stuck and that you were already freed from the situation because you saw the problem. You were just you wanted them to meet you in the same space so you could be right there together, seeing eye to eye. And then the issue would be resolved on a mutual level. However, that person couldn't meet you where you were because their frequency was vibing too low. So they couldn't even understand you. Anyway, this is what you've grown from, and this is what you have accepted about yourself. And this is why you feel so much better inside, because you let people go that act like that are in that frequency. You can't do anything with that frequency anymore in your life because it is beneath you now. Okay? So that is it for this message. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you like my vibe, especially if this message does resonate with you. Also, if you would like to book a reading or a healthy conversation, you can by visiting www.milkhoneyrose.org. And also, if you would like to join the membership here on YouTube just to support me, you can. And I thank and appreciate all of those who do join in advance. And I'll see you in the next one.